Second week of 2026, and I'm 100% sure that by now we all will have a kind of resolutions that we want to achieve in these years. Some people want to lose their weight. People like me want to achieve some financial goals. And I definitely know that it is very hard. We have been skipping these resolutions for many years. And let me be honest with you, taking time from our day-to-day life to focus on investing was very hard for me too. And this is when I realized that even though I watched n numbers of YouTube videos related to finance, my motivation to start my investing journey did not last very longer. If you are one of these and want to achieve the financial goal for the 2026, make sure you watch this video until the end. This video is for you. Hi, my name is Mayur and I'm an engineer living in Canada, but I love to talk about money and mindset. The purpose of this video is to give you a solid, robust system that will encourage you to start your investing journey and remain consistent throughout of the year so that you can achieve your resolutions for 2026. So let's start it. It is true that it is very important to do investing in this era to create wealth, and that's why people are having some financial resolutions every year. But what might be the reasons that we all have the resolutions and we cannot fulfill every year? And in my point of view, there are three fundamental reasons. The first reason, most of the people do not know how to start their investing journey. We get motivated moment when we see that our friends or family members have been pushing us to start our investing journey because they have been investing for many years. But the real reason is that we do not know how to start. We do not know where to invest. We do not know how much to invest. And let's say just from the encouragement, we start our investing journey, but we cannot remain consistent because after 2 months, we lose that momentum, we lose that motivation, and our investing journey comes to a dead end. And the second reason I believe is our surrounding atmosphere. When we are very beginner, we do not know how to start and we ask for the help from some people. I am 100% sure that we will be getting advice from the people either who have made big chunk of loss from the share market trading or from the person who has not invested in their whole life. Imagine what kind of advices that we will be getting from these people. And if we follow those advices, best of luck to us. And let's say eventually these motivated people figured out that they will be investing some XYZ ETF from the next month. Now the another dilemma will be that how much to invest. These people have no clue how much to invest because they have no idea of budgeting. And just for these reasons, they will pick a random number and start investing in a particular ETF. And imagine that invested value start going down because of the market trend after a couple of months. Imagine what will be the situation. They will be thinking that, man, I'm running out of the money, I should stop investing. And this is the exact reason why people stop investing journey. I call this as a magic number. The magic number that allows you to invest very consistently without any interruption. At the same time, you live your life very stress-free. But this magic number is totally different from different individual, and that comes from the budgeting. And for budgeting, you need to note down your each and every expenses. But most of these people always argue that, hey man, do you think that Bill Gates is gonna take their own expenses? Bill Gates hire people to note his own expenses. And we are the person who need to pay the bill when we come out of the gate of any restaurant. You gotta understand that. My simple is very simple, boring, and very straightforward. And that is the reason that I could follow it from the last 1.5 years. And as a result, I could invest more than $47,000 in the year of 2025. I have removed two thinking from my day. The first one is that how much I will invest. And I call that number as a magic number in the previous segment. My magic number comes from my total income. I note down my each and every expenses and each and every source of income. Whether it is the earning from my day-to-day job, dividends earned from the ETF, or the interest rates that I earn from the different GICs that I have put my emergency fund in. 30% of the total income is my magic number. Imagine, for example, if I made $6,000 this month, I will be investing $1,800 for the next month. Period. That's very easy and very straightforward. Along with this, I also check how many active trading days are there in the next month. And I divide my magic number by this active trading days so that I know how much I need to invest every day. By the way, I like to invest every day, and the reason behind that I have talked into the next segment of the video. So make sure you keep watching this video. I do not even think about where to invest. In fact, I make my investment plan at the beginning of the year and I revise that at every month if I need to. Whether Trump is putting some extra tariff on Canada or he is invading Venezuela and it is affecting the stock market, this trend does not affect me at all. And let's say for a particular day, if the market is down, and since I'm buying every day, my buying price for that particular day will be much more lower. And at a very longest term, when the market settles down, my return will be much more higher because I also bought in a very lower prices. As you can see on the screen, my magic number for January 2026 was around 3,497.67 cents. And number of active trading days are 21. So based on my different ETFs that I have selected to invest, and the number of active trading days, I am allocating this much of amount in. For example, I'm investing in this VFV that tracks S&P 500 companies in the US, and I wanted to invest like 15.87 cents daily. So if you multiply by 21, that will give you the total number. And this is how I invest in different ETFs. CGL is the ETF that tracks the gold. FBTC and BTCX, I invest in the Bitcoins. And this is how I set the system. The moral of the story is that I know how much to invest, I know where to invest, and once I set this for the whole year, I do not need to think twice. I just change this number every month based on my target and based on my total income. And for the whole month, that investment feature remain active and invest on behalf of me, that I do not even need to think twice of it. And this is the reason that I have been very consistent in terms of investing from the year of 2024. By the way, if you are watching this video from Canada, I can give you free $25 to start your investment journey. I use Wealthsimple app to buy ETFs and stocks across US and Canada. If you open the Wealthsimple account through the link in the description, you will get free $25 and I will help you to start your investment journey. I'm assuming is that you are using that automation features that I have just showed you to set up your investment. Now the next thing comes up, that when to review your investment. Some people like to review their investment on a daily basis, but we all know that we do not have enough time to review our investment on a daily basis. And this is how we keep losing our momentum. And that's the reason most of the people stop their investment journey, because they do not have time. My personal point of view is that you should review your investment on a monthly basis, just to make sure that whatever you are investing is aligning with your total income, because you do not want to invest at the same time you need more money in some other expenses. I'm investing $5,000 in some ETFs every month, but at the same time I have 3 credit card bills that is been unpaid for many months, and bank have been charging 18% interest rate on that. I don't want to do that. Daily review of the investment is like doing trading in the stock market. Stock market does not remain steady throughout the day. It might go up or it might go down. Imagine you are losing 10% of your investment value on a particular day because market went down. Some people might feel it as a scary. They might stop investing from the very next day. And that's the reason I review my investment on a monthly basis. It gives me a good trend to observe, and if I need to make any changes, I have enough time to do that. Do you think that the system I have just recommended is also followable if your income is very unpredictable or it's average? Let me claim that your investment number has nothing to do with your income. If your willpower is strong and you are committed enough to do the long-term investing. Let's assume the worst case. Imagine that your needs-related expenses are too much higher that you are left with almost no money for the investments. And this situation is there in the world. I totally agree on that, but it is not the case for the majority of the people. And if this is the case, your first step is to note down all your expenses and see how many Tim Hortons coffee you are buying every month, how many Uber Eats order you are ordering on a daily basis. These all are the wants related expenses. You do not need it for the survival. You can cook at your home. You can brew your coffee at your house. And all the money saved from these expenses can go to the investment. If you are not left with any money to invest at the end of the month, you should start investing at least $1 today. And if you calculate, at the end of the year, you will have $365 in your investment account. Now you see whether you could do this $1 or no, and slowly value and cut down your unnecessary expenses. As I said, start slowly. Invest $1 today and see for a month if you can make it to the $2. And this is how I want you to invest at least 20% of your income. If you can invest 20% of your total income, you will be in the top list of the investor all across the world. There are still many more people who has not started their investment journey, and I want you to be ahead of all these people. If you are starting 2026 with confused mind about money, don't ask yourself what is the best investment. Instead, ask this: how you can avoid thinking about money from your day-to-day life. The simplest thought that has helped me a lot in my investment career so far is that if my money depends on willpower, it will fail. If my money depends on the system, it will even survive on the worst days. This is my 2026 money resolutions. I don't want to think harder. I want to think less and stay consistent. Listen, I want you to become successful and achieve your financial resolution this year itself. Until I see you in the next time, take care, start investing. Thank you so much.